Hello, everybody. My name is Zerduku, and welcome back to Zap Entertainment. And yeah, we are redoing some books here, but yet again, like I said, I was gonna do that, especially with Punkie. And no, I'm not using Facecam for this because I feel like there's no point to use it. Say hello, Punkie.
Hello.
it's been a it's been a while since you did the Crocman episode, so how you feeling for this one since this one's not going to be these ones are not going to be rated X, so no nudity involved.
It's gonna be rather interesting.
All right. Well, both of us are in drowsy mode, so I don't know what kind of banter to expect. So, how about we begin?
Yes. Let's
Tony's
see. Musical season 1 of book 1, written by Zach.
so
Whatever.
whatever. You can't say. I guess you can't pronounce my last name. That's fair.
On a summer's day in the month of May, a burly bum came a hiking.
What the hell? Well, to be fair, there is going to be singing in this, so I guess it makes sense.
Let's see. On an unusual warm January morning, with a full moon, glowing in the clear night sky, a little nerdy kid gets kicked out of an arcade. 3 bullies that kicked him out of the arcade quickly follow him. I'm sorry, Steve. I swear I did not mean to get you in trouble, but the principal yesterday pleaded the nerdy kid who was groveling onto the dirty concrete, scooting away from the 3 approaching bullies. You hear that, boys? He's sorry, said the bully in the center with a mohawk haircut. What time period is this taking place in?
Now that to tell you the truth, because of all the freaking like '80s uh movies that a lot of movies and TV shows taking place in the '80s, a lot of like the hairstyles and stuff from like the '80s is coming back. So I don't think it necessarily really matters.
He's wearing a white and blue shirt and has some form of feminine features. Oh, that's oddly descriptive. The mohawk
Thanks,
approaches
I
you.
guess.
The crimson squats down, taking out a switchblade. Now listen here, you piece of shit. You piece of trash. What makes you think that you can hang out in our hood after what you did at school yesterday, huh? Said the Mohawk kid, known as Steve. As the nerdy kid looks at the switchblade in fear,
Okay.
the other boys wearing white and blue long sleeve shirts with pictures of squids on the back start to giggle with demonic intent. The sun has fallen from the sky beyond, light has faded from the world, the love has faded away beyond, and friendship has
Yes.
been forgotten from our world.
Hello, music girl.
Now the apocalypse is approaching. That am I supposed to be singing here?
Honestly, I don't. Since since I have since this is just a free thing and I don't have money to for like professional singers or even professional music writers, I don't expect you to sing. You can just read it. It's fine.
The battle against evil has begun, sang a female voice from the unknown shadows above the skyscrapers around the bullies below. As the sun rises, eliminating most of the shadows by casting a shadow of a little girl hiding above the skyscrapers, the 3 bullies begin to cower from what they see, from what they hear. It's Spider-Man.
Not even. Yeah, definitely not close. Um. I honestly don't know what. I think Music Girl is just too original. To a certain extent to compare. Um. it's just she's like this little teenage girl who can manipulate sound, basically, and even create electricity out of sound and stuff. Her powers. Her powers are kind of weird.
Hmm.
Cool though, but weird. Did you read?
Oh no!
Did you read all this?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Okay, so I can just scroll down. Okay, I'm
Oh
not paying
no! It's
attention.
oh god, dude.
I'm not paying attention. So
Oh no! It's mega faggot! Shouted one of the boys.
mega flash, emotional damage. What the hell? Oh boy.
All right, let's see.
I at this point, because of you making fun of Music Girl, I think it's very clear that I am not going to show the character design because now you embarrassed me too much. Bastard.
You bastard! Shouted Steve as he raises his arm to stab at the innocent kid. Suddenly, out of the blue morning sky, sparkles of music notes came together to form sparkling glasses. Behind the glasses, Music Girl is revealed coming down from the sky. She kicks Steve in the face and makes him go flying into the other bullies. Immediately, the nerdy kid runs away from the impending battle. After the bullies shake off their minor injuries, they look upon Music Girl. She looks like a little 12-year-old girl with brown hair. She is wearing reddish pink clothing with pink glitter sparkles and glasses in the shape of music notes. She readies her guitar as if she was going to play music.
The
You know, there's
what?
this old like TV show like on Cartoon Network about the Fresh Beat Band. Ever heard of that?
No, I actually haven't heard of that. Believe it or not, but Music Girl, if you really want, like, if anybody wants some background of why how I came up with this character, it started with, I went after watching the Avengers. I was like, I want to make my own superhero characters, and Music Girl was probably like the fourth character I had in mind. Fourth or yeah, it was either third or fourth, and she was not my favorite character I made, and I think her character was inspired by listening to gorilla music. You know the gorillas.
Yeah.
Feel good. um, yeah, that's where that idea kind of got started. So it stands to reason that this first book has a lot of music that's just taken from like different songs that I listen to, including the Gorillas. So uh, please no copyright strikes, otherwise I'll send you all the D to Jesus. Alrighty, you can go back to reading.
You were in serious trouble there, little bitch. You walked into our hood, and now you're going to get fucked up, shouted Steve as he snaps his fingers, and more of his gang comes outside to help him fight. Music Girl, at that moment, she realized there's no time for reasoning. She decided to show them what she can do.
Alright, well, I think that's good enough.
Get her, shouted Steve as he runs towards Music Girl with sinister intent. As a result, the rest of the gang follow after him with the same sinister intent. Music Girl plays her guitar and unleashes powerful sonic waves that knock most of the people down, showing them no mercy. Cobra Kai. The rest of the bullies
Cobra
try to lick.
Kai? What the fuck is Cobra Kai?
You never heard of Cobra Kai? It's a direct sequel from Karate Kid.
Oh, well, that would explain it because I haven't been able to watch Karate Kid, so I wouldn't freaking know. I mean, oh wait, is it that TV show that's on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I tried watching it and I couldn't. It was just I just found it to be dumb, but whatever.
The rest of her bullies try to corner her, but she again plays her guitar and lightning comes out of nowhere. It sends shocks throughout the bullies, incapacitating them into the ground. As most of the bullies moan in pain, Music Girl nods her head with disappointment. Okay, you little bitch, I'm going to kill you, shouted Steve after getting up off the ground and rubbing his head. Several other bullies and him charge at her. The peace has fallen from the sky beyond and life has faded from our world. Now's the time to stand with Baylor.
I think that's supposed to be Valor, if I had to guess.
Mm,
I'm not very good at reading neither, so. Actually, I'm actually probably way worse reader than you, so.
the battle, you can't even know, you don't even know your own handwriting.
No, I do not. I am probably the dumbest person you probably will ever meet when it comes to writing skills.
Okay, then the battle against evil never ends. Don't give up until we see a future. If we stand together, we will fight the light again. Just know that I will stand by you to fight this evil, sang Music Girl. As she plays her guitar and sings at the same time, she dances around, causing sonic wave, lightning bolts, and music notes that seem to self-destruct when hitting the other bullies. After that, the bullies were too badly hurt to continue fighting. As a result, Music Girl leaves the battlefield. Battlefield
She
4.
literally just danced around them and kicked their asses.
Comes to show.
What?
Very popular in Gotham City.
This is not. Well, you know what? Never mind. You might have a point there.
The morning sun shines a massive city that occupies 5 different districts. It is known as Music City. The city gets its name because back in the 70s, several different musical bands funded over $15 million to build a city dedicated to living space of many different musicians. Back during its original construction, in the city once lived many different rock bands where they lived in peace and used the space to write their music. However, nowadays the center of the city has been taken over by business corporations, and the rest of the districts have turned into small towns where civilians live. As a result, the towns have been taken over by 4 different corrupt corporations that advertise their products to control and monopolize the city. The government of Music City is constantly paid by corrupt, evil organizations that are content due to the $1 million sent to Music City, which are paid for more their profit by their profits. Not to mention the city is overrun with the gay and lesbian community constantly graffitiing their pride flags all over the many different walls of the city. It was only 2 years ago where the Rights Music Girl started standing up against all the corruption.
Hmm.
Music Girl gained her popularity because not only has she become helping people, but practicing her music out in one of the public parks in one of the small districts of the city, of Music City. Many different small groups of people have attempted to make Music Girl an icon symbol of Music City, but it's been denied by the government through the past. On the west side of the district of Music City, the Pacific Ocean, where a beach lies, and during the summer civilians are gone swimming, but also a very young civilian lives on the beach in a teepee of sticks made of fucking hell, living on this sandy beach.
Excuse you.
My bad. Let's see. The visual zooms over the city slowly because focusing on the beach and it gets closer to the little teepee. A musical beat begins to slowly sink in. When the visual gets close enough to the teepee, maniacal laughter seems to emulate the tone.
All right. I just want to check to make sure we're recording. Yes, we are recording, and we're only 15 minutes in. So I'm pretty unsure you ended this big part here, so I'm gonna scroll down. Okay.
All right.
About there.
Feel good, feel good, feel good.
Feel good. I'm sorry. I can't sing neither, so I don't even know why I'm even fucking trying. Although I will say that you know, uh, gorilla music is some of it is pretty good.
It's coming on, it's coming on.
That's Clint Eastwood, I believe. Yeah,
What am I?
it's called Clint Eastwood. I'm pretty darn sure.
Seeing a little boy just crawling out of his little teepee house of sticks. The boy has dyed his hair. He dyed his hair green. Now he's the Joker.
Mm,
He was a green.
not quite. Nah, he ain't the Joker.
He wears a green sweatshirt with blue jeans, and his hair covers over his pure black eyes. Why is he blind?
I really, I'm actually kind of, debating if I should give away lore or not, because I'm not even too sure if I'm going to be able to get back to my stories. I'm not too sure because I still don't have the proper equipment, and people don't really don't seem to care about the stuff I make. So I really don't know if I should or shouldn't. You know what? I think I'll hold it for now, and I guess if I guess if people don't really care about my work, I'll probably send you some more information on Discord later.
All right. The city is dying on a camel's back. They just do because they don't know how to speak. So now you know why there is so much garbage in the city streets.
Yeah,
You won't even walk.
it's another song.
You won't even walk 2 feet. You get a. If this better not be copyright.
Oh, well, actually, the lyrics were changed in order to fit the story, but I don't. Keep in mind that my books are released on Archive of My Own, which is a fandom website, which means I can't get copyrighted because I don't make any money off it at all. It's
Nah.
just it's just out there, and also people can just download the book off with Discord, which yet again it's for free. You're not getting I'm not getting paid.
You won't even walk 2 feet. You get a rise with the smell of feces. And hope to dream of a better smelling place. Now I don't want to hear the sound of screams because I don't get any sleep, sang the green-haired child as he roams the streets of Music City. He walks past a group of teenagers smoking weed, but as he continues to walk, down the streets, he sees tons of garbage just blowing through the streets with the fall of weathered winds. As he continues to sing, he comes across a television store that is advertising cigarettes and hose. The boy continues to sing and nod his head and turns to walk away, but he comes across an old lady that looks at his face, immediately screams from looking into his pure black eyes. She quickly runs away while the boy cries with big tears running down his sturdy face. Then leaf falls, obscuring the visual to the next scene. When I feel the wind blows, my love will always blow to you. What the fuck? I can take all the pain inside for you, but it makes me sick to hide from you. I wish forever love is free, so it will be a time for you and me. When the wind blows for love, love is forever you and me, sang the boy as he walks across a familiar building that is used as a musical teaching class for kids. He looks into the window and sees an African American teenager of his age teaching a bunch of toddlers how to play a guitar. The boy begins to sing with sadness as he puts his hand on the glass, wishing he could talk to her, but he is reminded when he looks on the concrete ground where there's a piece of broken glass reflecting his terrifying face with his black eyes, knowing that she will just scream and run away from him like everybody else.
Does it make sense now?
Just wear shades.
You will know why that's funny later.
Meanwhile, within the warehouse, far away from the green haired child, a group of thieves are gathering a bunch of advanced destructive weapons. All of a sudden, the cyber kid breaks into the warehouse and starts gunning down all the evil thieves, laughing guns at his hands. Fast cats lighting them up like ass cracks. Ladies, homies, I don't give a shit. This is my father. This is my father.
Other
This is my
stuff.
father's stuff,
He's right
bro.
there.
Oh, it just cuts off at my father.
Yeah, well, it's called. You run out of like page room, and a lot of times I don't see it do that. It'll just do that automatically. So not really
This
my
is my,
fault.
this is my father's stuff, bro. Oh shit, I'm stepping in the fire here. My feet are burning. Watch me as I gravitate. Yo, I'll bring you down to the ghost town and smoke you down like a blunt. Yo, I like the sound of fire. You're all going to fight the dust, and you can't fight the dust. Watch the way that I navigate. Ha ha ha. Sang the cybercat as he was laughing with a familiar maniacal laugh from the beginning of the song, while at the same time gunning down the evil thieves with pleasure. After,
Making these letters pink was probably a mistake because it's making my eyes go weird. Something about the glow is making it weird.
after he was done killing the thieves, he set off a bomb to blow up all the weapons, but he didn't remember how to get out of the warehouse. So as a result, when the warehouse explodes, he goes flying out of the building. Seemingly unscathed, as the explosion had no effect on his cybernetic armor, and he just starts laughing at himself like an idiot. After that,
What the
the-
hell? This superhero is an idiot. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
yet again, a leaf obscures a visible, and then you can see the same African American teenager leaning against a tree with all the colorful leaves of the fall season, practicing her guitar. 35 feet away is the
Oh, sorry, I was not paying attention. Sorry, bro.
green haired boy watching her practice her guitar, and he begins to sing with sadness.
It's the horse.
When I feel the wind blows, my love will always blow to you. I can take all the pain inside for you, but it makes me sick to hide from you. I wish forever love is free, so it will be a time for you and me. When the wind blows for my love, love is forever in you and me, sings the boy as he begins to cry. Wishing that he could approach her, but instead he turns around and walks away as he continues to sing. He comes across a trash can, and at the top of all the papers inside are a pair of orange rimmed glass sunglasses. He takes them out of the trash, looks at them, and thinks of them of an idea in his head. Then the red. The green-haired boy begins to sing stupidly. And then all of a sudden, the cyber kid comes along and the cyber kid comes close to hearing him. After the end of the song, the green-haired boy makes his way to the park while looking at the orange rimmed sunglasses that he found. For the longest time, the green-haired boy remembers how many children orphanage that he has been, and then immediately thrown back into the streets, all because his eyes are pure black. He is hoping that these sunglasses might change that, but he has lots of doubts in his mind. When he stops on the sidewalk in the middle of the park, he realizes just how silly his idea is about the sunglasses making things better. He thinks it's kind of stupid and it won't change anything. While he was in thought, he was sort of interrupted by the second sound of music from a guitar. As a result, he looked to his right to see Music Girl practicing on her guitar while sitting against a tree. The green-haired boy had heard of Music Girl before, but never had he seen her before. At that moment, the boy assumes that she's just any other girl, which means a perfect time to practice to see if the glasses work. The green-haired boy puts on the orange-rimmed glasses and then puts his hoodie up before approaching Music Girl. Let's see.
Are we
So
down
you
here?
must be Music Girl. Yes.
Okay. I didn't
So
want to
you
go.
must
Did
be.
not want to go too far.
Oh, that's fine. So you must be Music Girl, right? Said the green-haired boy, approaching her. Yeah, who wants to know? Music Girl replied, and when she looked upon the green-haired boy, she can both see and feel a sadness off his body. As a result, she looked at the boy in shock, not knowing what to say. I would like to have your autograph, please, said the green-haired boy with extreme politeness as he takes a crumpled-up piece of paper out of his sweatshirt and unfolds it to give it to Music Girl. Sure, what's your name? Said Music Girl as she puts down her guitar and leans it against the
So
tree.
she's basically a popular superhero that everybody knows and likes.
Piece of paper with tons of politeness. Tony Tony Doss, responded the
Dose.
green small-headed smile. Okay, Tony Dos, and there you go, said Music Girl as she writes down his name on the piece of paper and then gives it back to him. He takes the paper and then puts it into his sweatshirt pocket. Then he begins to walk away from Music Girl. You know, it may be cold, bright sunny day, but you don't have to hide your face all the time, said Music Girl with a concerned sadness as he immediately responds when he stops to respond. Well, Music Girl, I had to hide my face all the time, even during Halloween. I guess people just can't handle looking at real monsters, even if the monsters are no different from people, responded Tony, looking away from Music Girl and then looking at the sky with nostalgia before walking away, finishing a sentence.
That was an odd thing to say, but okay.
After Tony leaves the park, he makes his way to the very few orphanages that he's been to. Leaving his hoodie up and sunglasses on, he walks up to the door of the orphanage and knocks. Tony only stood there on the porch for less than a minute before a 50-year-old man responds by opening the door. When she does, old woman responds by opening the door. When she does, she looks down to see Tony at the porch. Excuse me, man, but can I have something to eat? I haven't eaten anything decent for days, said Tony with a very calm voice. Of course you can, little boy. Please come in, said the old lady, inviting him into the orphanage. When Tony walks inside, he can see all the other kids running around playing inside. So where are your parents, little boy? Asked the old lady. My name is Tony, by the way. But to answer your question, I never had parents as far as I know. Tony responded with seriousness. After that, Tony had a bowl of cereal. Then he settled himself into the place. Tony took his own showers and took care of himself for the most part. but the owners of the orphanage fed him because he did not know how to cook on his own. Tony lived amongst the other kids, but he did not socialize with them, keeping his distance as much as he can, trying not to make any friends. He was at an orphanage for about 3 days before the orphanage finally enrolled him into a school. So on that day, when Tony went to school, he was finally all cleaned up for not being in an actual home for several weeks. Tony entered the school known as Old Dust Elementary, which was originally a big studio for country singers, but it was changed to a school over the years. As Tony was making his way to his locker, only wearing his sunglasses on his face, he passed a poster that he did not notice. The poster showed a picture of Material Girl, and what it was, this was a music girl, and it was auditions for Music Girl if you understand. Auditions for Music Girl if you understand.
What? Great. I think it's just because that I'm not quite awake neither. That as soon as you start reading, I just start dozing off. So I Oh wait, you want me to scroll down?
Yes.
I finally
Yeah,
figured it out. Eat a dum 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 dum. Who the fuck is Apple Maple for?
if you understand music, auditions are today. Only 20 feet behind Tony, without him noticing, stood the African American girl that Tony likes, who had also entered the school. He stops and looks at the poster. All hail to the sweet. Time to show my drumming skills, said the African American girl with extreme excitement. Meanwhile, Tony makes it to his locker and puts his book bag in his locker. Just after he closes the locker, somebody gets his attention. Yo there, man. You look like a rock star. Mind if I ask you to try some bitchin' tunes? Said a rapping white boy, approaching Tony.
It's freaking dang gun Eminem. Jesus Christ.
Tony Tony just turns and looks to see a kid about his age wearing a blue sideways hat and a blue and white shirt with a picture of a yellow cobra on his shirt. I had no idea what you're talking about. Faggot kid.
I will
I
send
have
you.
no idea.
He ain't a faggot. What the hell wrong with you, bro?
I have no idea. They're just kids. They usually are annoying. I have no idea what
Okay,
you're
whatever.
talking.
Okay, whatever.
Tony responded with a monotone voice. Oh man, it's not that hard to understand. I just want to see if you got the music skills, bro, said the rapping kid.
Okay, I see where you are. Okay, hang on. We'll stop here, and then I'll stop right here, and then I'll scroll down after until to the next page.
All right. And who are you to ask what kind of skills I have? Tony responded with confusion. Yo, my name is RJ Cobra, famous rapper in this school, said the rapping kid with confidence. Tony Dose is my name. But I have to ask, what's with the stereotype? Aren't you white? Asked Tony with concern.
On second viewing, that might actually be racist.
Well, whoa, 1 second before I ask them the question. Your name is Tony Dos. Your last name is literally the Spanish word for two. RJ responded with a familiar mechanical laughter. After that, RJ just started to laugh uncontrollably, having fun with his last name. Yeah. Make fun of me all you want. It's not like I have enough people making fun of me. Tony responded with a depressed voice. Sorry, bro, I just can't help myself with that one, but I promise I won't make fun of you anymore, said RJ, composing himself. I'll be holding you to your
And
promise.
yes, Tony's last name is literally the Spanish word for two.
Yeah, bro, I'll be keeping my promise. Just show me your skills and maybe I might just leave you alone, said RJ with confidence. Sigh. Okay, here it goes.
What the fuck was that? She sounded like a freaking demon. Bruh.
Meanwhile, Music Girl is in the music room of the school listening to different kids playing different forms of rock and roll with different musical instruments. However, Music Girl was super bored and slumped in her chair because she had just gone through 6 different talentless kids. Then the African American girl stepped in on stage with some drums. She professionally taps her drumsticks together, which got Music Girl's attention. Then the African American girl begins to play the drums. At the same time, began in the hallways with
You remember earlier when you made a reference to Clint Eastwood?
yeah.
Well, here you go.
What happened? I'm so glad I got sunshine. Without a disguise, I'm useless. But not for long before my future is coming on. I don't know what happened. I just feel glad that I got sunshine without a disguise. I am useless, but not for long, for my future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. As he turned away from my
Yeah,
future,
this I in a way because it's words on paper and not like actual music. It comes off more cringe than I expected. But at the same time, though, when you're reading it, I'm just thinking to myself, you know what? I want to listen to uh, Gorilla's Clint Eastwood for this for some reason. Where are you exactly?
Tony continues to sing with depression. He takes off his glasses and looks at them, with RJ unable to see his face. Oh yeah, finally somebody that can keep up with the tunes. Now yo, it's time for me to show you the ropes of the old music notes. Now you should not be scared. I'm good at repairs, and I bet you don't think so. Look there, man. I'll make you manageable.
What is that music in the background?
Yes.
Okay.
You'll be, you'll be a hey. I'm reading a book about music.
I mean, that's fair.
You'll be able to manage to pick and choose your ladies. Who do you think can really kick the tunes with you, bitch? You won't be able to find the tunes without a picture. I think you can fit the fuse. You think it's fictional, mystical, their hero? They would be too crazy in a world that is too lifeless. To those who think they know what life is, it is priceless to see what shit they make for us. They just gonna smoke it all away into the garbage. But the artists among us can help us make it, sang RJ. Oh, he was singing?
Yes. Well, it's kind of like rapping, but yeah, whatever.
She approaches Tony from behind as Tony puts on his glasses, and then RJ guides Tony to the poster and shows him the poster on the wall as he's rapping away. What happened? I'm so glad I got sunshine. Without a disguise, I'm useless.
Yeah, it's the
But not for
chorus.
long.
Mm-hmm.
Not for long. Before my future's coming on. I don't know what happened. I just feel glad that I got sunshine without a disguise line. I'm useless, but not for long. For my future, it's coming on, it's coming on. Tony,
My
it's you can
future.
remember all the
Yeah.
time.
Now the Clint Eastwood song is now playing in my head. Great.
Yeah, you're the one who put it there.
And yeah, you know what? I got no one else to blame but myself, so whatever. uh, did you finish
Let's
this
see.
already? Where are you? I have no idea where you are. I gotta stop paying.
People
I have to start paying attention here.
and run away from him. He has been kicked out of so many different orphanages that he cannot remember how many he has been to. Now he imagines that he is in the middle of a crossroad and RJ is guiding him to fame where he could be accepted for his looks. I
Oh,
can show
okay,
you the
right here. Okay,
world.
gotcha.
I can show you the world.
What the hell? You're supposed to be
I can
rapping
show
that. Well, whatever.
I can show you the essence of the basics and the true rhythm of music. The people who think they don't have it, it's just methodology. Every sprout or tree could make their methodology if they could think like you. With me as your guide, you will see rhythm with your mind and not your eye. So I am going to stick around with you and be your mentor, and just remember it's all in your head, sang RJ, putting his hand on his shoulder, encouraging Tony. He's singing, but I'm saying it, I'm like mildly, as if he's like
Yeah,
actually talking.
I get it. I get it, and that's I know that in a way that's part of the problem, but there's nothing you can really do about it. I honestly, I think I actually remember when I was writing, these musical parts, I was kind of like, you know what, this is fucking stupid. I really should. I'm just taking songs from other places things because I'm not a music writer at all, so I can't write my own music at all, even if I wanted to. And I'm just like thinking, you know what? I need to approach this whole story thing in a different direction, but I didn't know how to do it because the whole concept was to make almost like a book where it's kind of like those music videos you see on YouTube sometimes. That
Yeah,
was that was supposed to be kind of like the tone of like the story, the original tone of like Music Girl. It was like something like that, but when you write it when you see it in your head, it looks cool in your head when you're thinking about it, but when you write it on paper, it doesn't work. So I'm not exactly sure how to approach this, and unfortunately this went on for this book and the second one as well. uh but I really should really think about reapproaching the story concept for Music Girl, to be honest.
yeah.
At least the tone anyways.
What happened? I'm so glad I got sunshine without a disguise. I'm useless, but not for long. Before my future is coming on. I don't know what happened. I'm just glad that I got sunshine. Without a disguise, I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's
It's coming
coming
on
on.
my future. I'm sorry. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I am really tempted. Actually, you know what? I don't think that would be a big issue because I have no wait. I have it on so I can hear you. So if I turn on the music, the video could be flagged. Yeah, never mind.
Sang Tony as he shrugs his shoulders as the song comes to a close. Meanwhile, back at the music room, Music Girl was impressed by the African American drummer. Nice drumming skills. What's your name? Asked the music girl with a smile on her face of approval. Thank you, Barbara Rose. I teach guitar and drum lessons to toddlers as a hobby, explained the African American drummer known as Barbara.
Hmm.
What the fuck?
I just flashed her design for a few seconds.
Real, really? Where did you learn to play? Asked the music girl with curiosity. Mostly from my father, part of a jazz band, and my cousin is wanting to be a rock star. He showed me the ropes around using a guitar at a young age, explained Barbara with humility. Awesome. You're
Huh.
now part of my band, said Music Girl as she stands up from her chair and gives her the thumbs up.
I actually don't remember writing that part of her backstory, to be honest. Well, to be fair, I've written this like 3 or 4 years ago, so I wonder why I don't remember a lot of this.
Shouted Barbara as she jumps out of her chair with excitement, at the same time, with RJ and Tony in the school hallway. So you want to make me a music star? I'm not too sure if I'm band material, said Tony with sadness and depression. I'm a depressed motherfucker, says I.
Yeah, at that point, if you said that to Tony, he said, "Yeah, you know what, whatever," and just walks away.
Yo, come on, man. I got the skills like I said
You
before.
got the
It's
skills.
even a perfect place to start, said RJ as he points at the poster. Tony stares at the poster for a few seconds. I've met Music Girl before. I don't understand why anybody makes such a big deal out of her. She's just a teenager, just like the rest of us, said Tony with a small hint of mockery. Yo,
Hint.
man, that's where you're wrong. Everybody in town worships her, and for good reason. Not only does she got the skills, but what she stands for is the right thing, bro, explained RJ. Sigh. Right. Yeah.
Why? Why do you do the cyber demonic mode? Fucking demon, I'm gonna have to bring out the crosses. Be gone, vile demon! Alright.
It's a really good idea to make idols out of people, especially teenagers, said Tony. You know, that's a good can't make idols out of people, especially teenagers. That's that is so true. You ever heard of JoJo Siwa?
Excuse me, what? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Can you explain that again?
I read the part about. I don't think it's really a good idea to make idols out of people, especially teenagers. And my mind went back to JoJo Siwa.
I don't even know who the hell that even is.
Okay, I think it's best you don't know.
Okay, well, then continue on reading, I guess.
Now you're just being self-destructive. Come on, man, let's go to the audition, said RJ as he grabs the back of Tony's sweatshirt and drags him along to the music room.
He
Almost.
freaking drags, just drags him because he's like, nah, man, I don't think this is a good idea. Nah, you coming with me whether you like it or not.
Tony, against his will. But Tony almost loses his sunglasses and quickly grabs them to put them on his face. Yo, RJ's in the house, shouted RJ when he kicks open the door to the music room, making an entrance. Immediately, both Music Girl and Barbara look at RJ with surprise.
I have to
Tony wants
say, I know you're reading, but I have to say, RJ thinks too highly of himself by the sounds of it.
and he goes, a piece of shit he is. Tony walks into the music room and just looks at all the musical instruments on the left of the wall. You do realize that the school has to pay for damages to the school, right? Said Music Girl with anger, looking at RJ. Sorry, bitch, but I couldn't help myself but make an entrance, said RJ with a joking manner. Oh, yeah? And who are you to make a destructive entrance and damage the school? Asked Barbara with anger. That's RJ Cobra to you, motherfucker. One of the most famous rappers in Music City. Explain music.
That okay. Actually, you know what? Have you ever watched the Amazing Digital Circus?
Yes.
I kind of like imagine Music Girl just turned into Pomley like there right there for a second. It's just like that's RJ Cobra. You don't know who that is, with that same kind of voice and tone.
Yes. Explained Music Girl. Even though Music Girl had never met RJ, she did expect him to show up because she heard word on the street that he lost his other bandmates. Hold on a second. RJ Cobra is white? Asked Barbara with concern and surprise. Black, it doesn't black or white, motherfucker, it doesn't matter. Racism is in the past nowadays. Anybody who is racist usually gets their ass handed to them, said RJ. With a confident smile. Before any arguing could continue. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Before any arguing could continue, everybody was interrupted by a sound of harmonica being played by Tony. RJ watched while smiling with confidence as he crossed his arms. While both Music Girl and Barbara had a look of shock on their faces, Tony played the harmonica with the feeling of loneliness and accepting the bad things to come. RJ, who is this green-haired boy over there? Music girl. Talented, isn't he? I just found him. It is amazing that what kind of talent you can find, especially when you're looking for it, explained RJ.
Yet again, RJ is way too too highly of himself. He thinks way too highly.
He kind of reminds me of those people who play music on the street for petty cash, said Barbara. Yeah, I get the feeling that poor soul has been on the street more times than he can count, said Music Girl with concern. Actually, he's got quite the voice. This awesome boy can sing tunes that won't relieve, that you won't even believe. So, can we be part of your band? Said RJ. Music Girl turned around and looked at RJ and then put her hand on her chin with a thinking good gesture.
A thinking good gesture. Okay, whatever.
Thinking good gesture. It's a gesture that's thinking.
Mm.
Down thinking
What gesture are you? I'm sorry.
thinking I am.
I don't know why I did Yoda. Oh god, there goes my voice. No, I'm okay, guys.
When she wasn't paying attention, she does the music.
Come on, man! I'm trying to take a drink of my soda, bro, so I can clear my throat.
Here, are those my glasses? Shouted Music Girl, trying to get her glasses back, but she could
Thinking you
not
just
see them.
then. Oh, can you go back there because I think you went ahead.
Then she looked down at the floor, thinking about it. When she wasn't paying attention, RJ poked Music Girl's glasses in the shape of music notes. Hey, those are my glasses! Shouted Music Girl, trying to get her glasses back, but she could not see that her glasses were in RJ's hand. RJ tried to take a good look at her face. Who are you? Asked RJ. Trust me when I say my secret identity is not bounded by hiding my face. I wear these glasses because I have poor eyesight, to begin with.
Oh, that's interesting.
Having glasses in the shape of musical notes and using them to see.
Well, it's interesting that she's not using her glasses to hide her secret identity. It's kind of interesting. It's not pulling the frickin' Superman bullshit, basically.
Superman's basically showing his real face.
Yeah, really, yeah. He just wears glasses and calls himself Clark Kent, but apparently Music Girl doesn't use glasses for the sake of hiding her secret identity. She just has poor eyesight. But I guess
Besides, I made the glasses for myself. But
she made. Oh, okay. Well, I guess they're custom made, but it is kind of weird for your superhero costume to include glasses in the shape of music notes. That's a little bit over the top, but you know, I guess it's nothing wrong to be fancy, right?
yeah, RJ gave the glasses back to Music Girl, and then Music Girl puts on her glasses and looks at him with anger. Sorry, MG, I just couldn't resist, said RJ as he shrugged his shoulders with humility. Well, you're going to have to work on resisting things, but yeah, I guess you can be part of my band, provided that you don't do that again, said Music Girl. After that, Tony stops playing the harmonica and begins to walk out of the music room immediately. Ronald Jones steps in front
Ronald
of
Jones.
You're going, bro, says Ronald.
Sure. Sure, we can go with that, I guess. I actually don't remember what RJ's actual name stands for. I don't remember. It's been so long.
This is not normally my scene. Besides, there is no reason for me to be a music star when everybody just hates me anyways. I just don't see the point of any of this, responded Tony as he immediate response. Ronald takes a heavy sigh. Sigh. Listen, Tony, you can't just walk around by yourself forever. Sad music girl approaching Tony and then putting her hand on his shoulder with the
You do
reassurance.
realize that this video is going to take even longer if you keep making me laugh like this.
I'm aware. Before Tony says anything, he looks at Barbara for a moment. If we are who we are, then some people are just born to be monsters, or people are just born to be alone forever. Maybe I should just accept that, said Tony as he lightly pushes Music Girl's arm off his shoulder. No, Tony, we are who we choose to be. Don't ever forget that, responded Music Girl when she said that to Tony. He looked at her sad face as if he could see what she was talking to herself and not him. However, he wasn't sure, and so he just chalked it up as just his imagination. Tony still was taking his time to think about what he was told. Thinking I am.
Eventually, we're gonna have to tell Yoda to get that fuck out of here!
Yo, man, so pity may be a good thing to a certain extent, but life is about taking the skills that you earned and using them for the sake of others. It's not about being the center of the universe. It is what you give to the universe that matters. I know that in this world, people are self centered and don't give things that are earned anymore, but it isn't over until it's over, said RJ with empathy. Sigh. Fine, I'll do my best, said Tony with reluctance.
Yeah, fine, I will
The
do
point-
my best. I can just imagine him just kind of sort of rolling his eyes a little bit.
No, that's the spirit kid, said RJ as he pats Tony on the head like a fucking mutt.
Okay.
Okay, just stop messing up my hair, said Tony as he pushes his hand away and then fixed up his hair and sunglasses. For a small second, RJ seemed a little frightened of something that he thought he saw, but he ignored it.
Wait, what?
Okay, let's go. RJ seemed a little frightened.
Okay, so he
something.
pats his head. Oh, it messes up his hair. Oh, I know what happened.
Okay, let's get to practice, shouted Music Girl. Music Girl, Tony, RJ, and Barbara start to practice playing music together. 11 days have passed, and it was decided that Music Girl and Tony would be both lead guitarists and singers of the band. Music Girl and Tony would switch spots every now and then as part of the efficiency of their band. RJ became the techno pianist of the band. He would also play any miscellaneous instruments that they needed to make a certain sound for whatever song they play. Of course, Barbara became their permanent drummer for the band after practicing for quite some time. They all decided to play a song in the park where Music Girl usually practices. In that same park, there is an old music stage that she has been wanting to use for a band for quite some time now. So both Music Girl and RJ spread the word that they were going to play a song on an old stage in the park. And that night, the music band got together and waited on the stage. It wasn't very long before a crowd began to gather. The music stage was built like a stadium, with working lights built over to illuminate the stage, but the lights were turned off until they received Music Girls as a signal. The band sat in the dark waiting for more people to show up.
Okay.
I'm almost done with this.
Yeah, we're on page. Wait a minute. Okay, so we're on page 20. Come on, you stupid piece of shit. Do it right. Oh, I will send you to Jesus. There we go.
I will send you to Jesus.
Hello, Stevie.
Yes. Get ready to turn on the lights, RJ, said Music Girl as she is ready her microphone. RJ takes a remote out of his pocket and gets ready to press the button. But he was interrupted. Hey, Music Girl, shouted a familiar voice. Music Girl turns to see on the right side of the stage is Steve and the group of his gang. You again? asked Music Girl with concern. Are you ready to leave the stage with the bloody mess? Bitch, said Steve with the confidence. At the same time, RJ recognized the costumes as part of a gang and realized that there's trouble coming. So he snuck off stage into the darkness. He went backstage and pulled out a small device and pressed a button that seems to send out a signal at the same time. Music Girl takes 2 steps forward towards Steve's gang and then stops.
Okay. Oh, by the way, this is a glitch, and I can't seem to get rid of it.
Right. Get off my stage, shouted Music Girl, ready to play her guitar. At the same time, Tony stands in front of Barbara, protecting her. Who are these goons? Asked Barbara. Trouble, whispered. It's trouble, whispered
It's
Tony
more
with
like
anger.
trouble. Trouble.
I'm not going anywhere until I kick your sorry ass, shouted Steve as he takes out a switchblade, and then all the other gangs start to smile with demonic intent as they readied their melee weapons. Just when Music Girl was about to teach them a lesson, all of a sudden, what looks to be some sort of blue robot comes out of nowhere and lands in front of all the gang between them and Music Girl. Yo, put an egg in your shoe and beat it before I fuck you up, said Cyber Kid. I'll pump you, I'll pop a cap in your ass. As he raises his arms and machine guns come out ready to fire. That voice, whispered Music Girl. Cyber Kid is real, shouted one of the gangsters with fear in his voice. You don't get the guts to shoot us, shouted Steve with confidence. Think again, shouted
You don't
Cyber
got the
Kid
guts to shoot us.
Try me, shouted Cyber Kid as he unleashes fire upon the gangsters. Immediately, Steve dives off the stage and runs away like a coward.
Oh shit! Freaking Gatling guns, run!
Oh, what a chicken! What a bunch of dorks! The gangsters run off into random directions, and some of them actually did get shot, but none of them were killed, just severely injured. After that, the stage was clear of gangsters. Well, another one bites the dust.
And another one bites. Oh, great! And more good songs. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing, actually. But anyways, back to the book.
Like Cyber Kid as he blasts off with his just boots, blasting off again into the ether.
Where are we?
Thank you, said Music Girl as she looked at the sky.
Sorry about that.
Then over and behind the stage, the civilians start getting all excited, thinking that everything that just happened was part of the show, even though it was slightly.
Really? I don't know if. Yeah, whatever. I don't know, man.
Gunfire. RJ seemed to come out of nowhere and get back to his station, seeing that the threat was gone. Tony also went back to the station. Well, now that that's over, everybody, get ready to rock, shouted Music Girl as the heavy opening rock music begins to play and the lights turn on, revealing the band to the audience. As an immediate response, the audience begins to cheer. Then after that, the music begins to slow down as the excitement was filled with sadness. Slow down as the excitement was filled with sadness. I had a family once upon a time, but it's only a dream now. I'm crying amongst the crowd. Don't get me wrong, I would never go back in time and play God, but there is a way I could earn my innocence back. I can see in your eyes, don't give me that look because you're the last person that I want to pity me, sang Music Girl as all the audience was listening with silence and interest. Then the music and lyrics start to play fast to the chorus. Crying away won't earn forgiveness. I won't lose my sanity throughout emotion. What are we waiting for now? So I have written my heart onto my notebook. So I sing for virtue. All this time I've been running away, looking for a solution. I will live for something as soon as I can find it. I've forgotten why I live. So please remind me. As days turn to darkness, expired chances, but we gotta make it through again, because there is nowhere else to run. To your kindness, I will always be grateful. It is so nostalgic. Maybe all the love is worth the pain. Sang Music Girl, as the audience begins to cheer the music. I know I have a lack of pride. It's always my fault, so I will always apologize. I wish I knew what to say, but I wish I could fight the worry in your eyes. I could feel all the evil that is yet to come. And yet we must all roll the dice. Once more, I wish I could close my eyes from the burning sight. But it is an inevitable fight, sang Music Girl with sadness as the energy of the music slowly begins to build up again from the chorus.
Actually, because of the lyrics have been changed for, certain songs, like someone could play like a little drinking game with this book and try and of like guess the song or whatever. But
Every
anyways,
day like at 7, I wait until 11 just to figure out the no one will call.
even I don't know what that one is. Of course, to be fair, I'm not that diverse to music. And
Can't
I don't even think Punkie knows what this one's supposed to be. But and honestly,
exactly.
it would be a hard one to guess. Actually,
Usually just listen to some jazz and a little bit of rock and roll here and there. I can't even tell a white lie anymore. So some can join the call of pain, but still I will not give in to pressure. What thorns of pride are in your heart? And fires of malviolence will consume you. What rises from the ashes is your own reality. This kind of sounds like something that you'd hear out of an ancient Egyptian tale. I will live
um,
for as soon as I can find it.
I don't know where that one came from, but okay.
Forgotten why I live, so please remind me as day turns to darkness. My chances, but we gotta make it through again. Because there is nowhere else to run. To your kindness, I will always be grateful. We'll carry onward, gaining friends and foes alike. As we tried to make sense of the light, we can figure out how to open the door. We have become blind to the path, but we must not consumed by the flames. We must not be consumed by the flames. Open up your eyes. Open up your eyes. Open up your eyes. Sing Music Girl. After that, Tony plays a guitar solo with Barbara's drums on stage. There is still a line out there worth finding. We need to right all our wrongs and find our path. We have only just begun. We have only just begun. I will live for something as soon as I could find it. I've forgotten why I live, so please remind me as days turn to darkness, expired chances, but we got make it through again. It is so nostalgic. Maybe all the love is worth the pain. Saying
Every time you see like drawing thing, you're thinking it's like demon voice, but it's more just like shouting very loud. But whatever.
Saying Music Girl as the band begins to slow down the music and the song ends. Music Girl's band takes a bow as everybody in the park cheers with lots of energy in their hearts. The end.
Yeah, I honestly feel like this writing for me is has to be mid. It's not fantastic, but it's also not terrible. What do you think?
It's better than nothing.
You know what? Actually, I have to agree with that one. Well, I don't know what you guys think. Please leave it down in the comments below. Please do comment. I would like to actually see people's comments for once. Oh man, an hour. Please like and subscribe. And this is Zerduku and Punkie signing out.